So you remember that mixology masterclass Hannah reminded me about? Yeah, the one with the famed Italian sommelier. It was today, and I must say it was an absolute blast. Imagine a whole day immersed in the tantalizing world of cocktails, with a dash of international competition flavor thrown into the mix. It was both daunting and thrilling, as I'm really pushing to represent South Korea in this field. Quite the lofty goal, right? Just like we always say, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Speaking of dreams, Ming shared about this new sci-fi book he's reading. I know, you're probably laughing and saying, Evelyn, you and books? As I'm more of a movie gal, as you well know. But it sparked quite a conversation in the chat, and even got me a tad bit curious. I might just make an exception to my book rule for this one. Always room for more adventures, right? Just when you think our chat couldn't possibly get more exciting, Yuna announces she's been experimenting with a new coffee blend. Sounds downright delicious with a hint of citrus, nuttiness, and caramel. Now throw in a spontaneous idea of a coffee-inspired cocktail and you start to see why I love my friends so much. Ming, in his usual style, proposed a chess theme to our new adventure. A cocktail named Checkmate in a chess-themed bar. How cool does that sound? It's always grins and giggles with them. Never a dull moment. We've decided to follow through with our crazy ideas this time, so do look forward to the Checkmate cocktail. I can sense it's going to be a fantastic concoction, especially with Yuna's coffee-making magic. The whole day has felt like a mixing session of its own, both in the literal and fun sense. I've laughed so much today, my cheeks still hurt. You know, these days like today, they just solidify why I love it here. The thrill, the spontaneity, and of course, the friends. Speaking of which, I know you'd love to hear about my latest little project which kept me preoccupied all day. Picture this, a quilt, but not any standard quilt. This one is automatically cooler because it's bartending themed. I attempted to showcase my mixology journey, wrapping up all the excitement, the creations, and the joy in a comforting, tangible form. Each square is a patchwork cocktail glass representing a significant mix I have created or stumbled upon in my career. It's a snug way of looking back at how far I've come. Ming, as always with her ingenious ideas, said I should bring it to the bar as a conversation starter. You know her well enough to guess that she was probably kidding, but strangely, I find myself considering it. Besides, who wouldn't love a quilt detour during a drink? But then again, it might be the cocktails talking. Speaking of, Yuna made a cocktail named Checkmate, and it's already a hit. And in our chats, we ended up deciding to possibly get matching tattoos. Yes, you heard right. It's a cocktail glass, symbolizing our love for the art. And the funniest bit, we're calling ourselves the Super Friendly Kittens and Puppies crew. It sounds absurd, which makes it even more endearing, just the way our crew is. A good laugh is always welcome, especially since we've been through some genuinely embarrassing situations. I mean, remember when I spilled a secret recipe during a live presentation? Yeah, that was epic in all the wrong ways. But hey, at least we still got a new drink from it. All these random interactions and the laughs we share often keep the spirit alive. They are the silver lining on a mundane day and the icing on a fabulous day, today being the latter. Crafting this quilt has indeed been therapeutic and somewhat nostalgic, an excellent break from mixing drinks and tending the bar. It's days like these that make me appreciate my life, my craft, and my friends so much more. Now, wouldn't you love a lush quilt for the winter? If things don't pan out at the bar, I could take up quilting. Do you think Seoul's Mixologist of the Year would pass as a good quilt signature? Now, speaking of dreams, Ming gave me this insanely cool idea of turning my cocktail creations into a mixology-themed art exhibition. Could you imagine? My life's passion displayed in a creative medium for everyone to see. Picture this. Every piece of art on the wall is a stylized representation of one of my signature cocktails. And it doesn't stop there. The wildest part is that we've been toying with the idea of merging art and technology. Thanks to Ming, she suggested including digital elements into the art exhibition. Now, before you say anything, remember that digital art expo we attended a while back? Pretty revolutionary, right? Well, think of that but with a mixology twist. It would be as if each displayed art piece comes alive, interactively showcasing the unique story behind every cocktail. That's not all, Hannah. Being the queen of art curation, jumped in with the idea of representing the different attributes of cocktails through varied art forms. Think about it. We could embody the strength of a stiff whiskey cocktail through a solid marble sculpture, or display the vibrancy of a tropical mojito through a lively watercolor splash. Isn't it fascinating? I got goosebumps just thinking about it. You know me, I couldn't sit on an idea like that. So I've started sketching and ideating my creations. And the best part? Ming and Hannah have offered to help me with the digital and curatorial aspects. I have amazing friends, don't I? And Yuna, she volunteered to be the official taste tester because every good art project needs one, right? Back at the bar, I've been experimenting with some new flavor profiles. Nothing too drastic, but I realized that each of my drink creations is an art piece itself. They are my own version of masterpieces, full of colors, blending flavors, each with a different story. That's why this exhibit idea is so close to my heart. It's an extension of what I love doing every day, and I am overwhelmed by the support I've been receiving from everyone. Today made me realize one thing quite clearly, that friendship and art, they are quite a combo. And when you mix in a dash of drinks, it becomes an intoxicating blend of creativity, I guess. How cool would it be if we can pull this off? Well, enough about me. How has your day been, dear friend? I am all ears. But first, let me whip up a quick cocktail. I've got this new recipe involving cold brew and maple syrup. Yuna's inspiration, of course. Would you like that?